When was Illinois ever a chic pick? Welcome to 2025. Welcome into the voice of college football as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications to know when we go live, which starts with the College Football Show Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Join the chat, trash talk, join the community here at the Voice of College Football. Join the 10-win club, Illinois, for the first time since I don't even know when. Go back to 2007. They went to the Rose Bowl, but that team was 9-4. It's been forever. 2001 off the top of my head. That Sugar Bowl team at 10-2. Yes, that was the last time Illinois won 10 football games in one season, but Brett Bielema pulled it off. 10-3 with the bowl victory against South Carolina, which was the hottest team in college football. Now, for an encore, what happens with the Illini? Well, let's go to the plus side. We've got production back all over the place on offense and defense. We've got an experienced and now 3-year starting quarterback, and we've got a coach who has shown he knows how to win. He got Wisconsin to 3 consecutive Rose Bowl, and if you look at the schedule, it's a plus factor, especially down the stretch. On the minus side, if you believe in history, history is not on the side of the Illini. They have not won consecutive games of 8 wins in consecutive seasons this century. You have to go all the way back to 1999. They were 5-1 in one-score games. They cut it kind of close. So was that a dominant 10-3, or do they really just know how to win football games? And they're that savvy in the fourth quarter. And they also have a couple of key wide receiver losses among losses across the board, the defensive front as well. Let's break it down, starting with the head coach, Brett Bielema, a very interesting character. He likes to talk, and he has backed it up at times in an uneven career. He, of course, was handed the job from Barry Alvarez and did a fine job with the Badgers, the aforementioned 3 consecutive Big Ten championships and Rose Bowl appearances, followed by an Arkansas stint that started poorly. He lifted the program. It looked like it was on a roll similar to this situation. Then it crashed and burned. And after 4-8, he was let go after a stay at the NFL, where he says he learned a ton from Bill Belichick and others. Brett Bielema has lifted this program, although the recruiting, the talent level based on the high school football recruiting, still not where it needs to be to compete in the Big Ten. But this particular team may have what it takes. Let's start at quarterback with Luke Altmaier. He's confident. He takes care of the football. 22 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions. He's also very comfortable in the offense, having worked now a 3rd consecutive season with offensive coordinator Barry Lunny Jr. The backup quarterback, Ethan Hampton, this is a key addition, possibly if they need to bridge maybe a game or two due to injury. Hampton at Northern Illinois, 1,600 yards, 59% completion percentage, 12 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. At the running back position, Caden Fegan is back. So is Aiden Laffrey. They proved themselves last year, but they're also showing up here in 2025 with injury track records. 306 yards for Fegan, 589 for Laffrey, with Josh McCray, the leading rusher from 2024, headed to the transfer portal and out to Georgia. We mentioned the wide receiver position, and Pat Bryant and Sakari Franklin were both well thought of by NFL scouts and both drafted. So Illinois missing its 2 downfield threats. They pick one up in the slot from West Virginia in Hudson Clement, 51 catches, 5 touchdowns. Also, redshirt freshman Colin Dixon contributed 18 catches last year. He could be a breakout player. Hank Beatty is also there to contribute with 20 catches last season and a touchdown. The offensive line, everyone is back. Multiple future NFL players, including star left tackle J.C. Davis. The tight end last season was Tanner Arkin. He's more of the blocking type, despite catching 3 touchdown passes. Expect Cole Rusk to emerge as the downfield passing threat at the tight end spot. Defensive coordinator Aaron Henry took over for one of the best when Ryan Walters left for the head coaching position at Purdue. That Illinois defense was number 1 in the country in 2022. They faltered the first year under Henry at 98th, but they bounced back with a fine showing last season at number 37 in the country. The secondary is stacked. The defensive backs bring back 106 starts in college football. led by all Big Ten at nickelback Xavier Scott, 49 tackles, 4 picks, and also veteran Miles Scott at the free safety position, 55 tackles and 2 picks. Outside linebacker Gabe Jacobs is a potential All-America, 74 tackles, 8 sacks, 13 tackles for loss. And also at linebacker, Illinois is fortified well here with Dylan Rosiak, 63 tackles despite missing 4 games. And also James Kreutz is productive with 55 stops. 4 transfer portal additions to the defensive line after losing 3 starters. Possibly the most notable of the bunch is Kurt Neal from Wisconsin after lodging 29 tackles for the Badgers in 2024. We've done about 25 or 30 of these videos, so once we get to the schedule portion, we throw out some terms time and time again. Daunting stretch, brutal, easy, pathetic, Indiana, Penn State, others in non-conference play. For Illinois, they do play the one legit game on the road against an underrated, possibly, Duke team on September 6th. So that's week number 2 for Illinois. Of course, they passed the test against what was a well-regarded Kansas team, and that kind of got the Illinois run going early in 2024. So again, it's on the road at Duke, but we'll use one of those buzz terms for the rest of the schedule: manageable. It starts off pretty difficult with a road trip to Indiana September 20th, followed by USC at Illinois, so the Trojans catch a break and don't have to go to Illinois later in the season with the possible weather situations that could exist. But after back-to-back Ohio State at home, possible upset maybe, at Washington, difficult place to play in Husky Stadium. Look at this stretch after October 25th. The closing stretch includes Rutgers, Maryland, at Wisconsin, which is not the same Wisconsin or the place to play that it used to be, and Northwestern. It could be a fine closing run for Illinois. If they're able to pull off an upset or 2, maybe go 2-2 in that early stretch, they could line themselves up for a college football playoff appearance. I've got them on the edge to a certain extent. If they can turn some of those upsets around that we talked about in the first 4 or 5 Big Ten games, then maybe we got something going. Illinois 8-4, 6-3 in the Big Ten. That's the call here at the Voice of College Football. Remember, the College Football Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, our Illinois channel and the show that you see right on the screen. Please catch that with Nate Keough right here at the Voice of College Football.